Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Youth versus experience.
Round one of the semi-finals was an all-girls showdown. Sisters Sammy and Bella went head-to-head with cousins Daniela and Stefania.
But it needs more salt. You know how much salt I put?
It was the end of the competition for WA. And Sammy and Bella were guaranteed a spot in the grand final. Now, only one place remains.
Anna and Nick, Kenani, you are in the spotlight.
The start of the competition wasn't so bright for Kane and Lee.
I'm just disappointed.
Their instant restaurant round had them on the bottom of the leaderboard.
The most I can give you is a 3.
Since then, they've amazed the judges with their dishes, continuing to grow in confidence and rise to the occasion.
It is such an amazing dish.
It's looking pretty consistent, babe. Doing really good.
From the beginning, Anne-Marie and Nick have been steady performers.
I love it.
Oh, yes.
And Nick's passion for seafood proved to be a winner.
It was cooked to perfection.
Wonderful dish. The highlight of tonight.
But it hasn't been without a little kitchen friction.
I'm working as fast as I can. That's what I told you before.
I'm sorry, I was such a nightmare.
Tonight, it's semi-final 2.
May the best team win.
This is our one shot. I'm going to give it everything.
We're not scared to take a risk and really go for it.
Who will triumph and grab the last place in tomorrow's grand final?
It's taking time.
It just takes 2 minutes, babe. Put it on the plate. Make a decision.
It's not a 2-minute job.
Not in our wildest did we think we'd be here tonight cooking for a spot in the grand final. It's unbelievable. This really feels like it's do or die.
We're about to start our semi-final and I realised this could be the last time that we're cooking at headquarters. There's such a sense of occasion. It's so much pressure on us to perform tonight.
Being a married couple's probably got a bit of an edge over Kane and Lee. I'm hoping our love will get us over the line tonight.
Teams, it's time for the second semi-final of My Kitchen Rules. Last night, Sammy and Bella secured their position in tomorrow's grand final. Tonight, Kenani, Anna and Nick, you are in the spotlight.
You'll be cooking your finest 3-course dinner. It's a menu that highlights your skills and celebrates your personal passion for food.
So, how much do you want to win this competition tonight?
This is our one shot at doing something just so fantastic I never imagined. I'm going to give it everything. I think Nick and I's inspiration for cooking tonight is really just our family, and to be representing South Australia is unbelievable, and I'm so proud that we've got where we have.
We're not scared to take a risk tonight and we're not scared to really go for it.
During this competition, I think we have consistently gotten better, and I think that gives us confidence today.
Teams, let your semi-final begin.
May the best team win. Your kitchens are ready. Take to your stations and put your aprons on.
All right, let's do it.
I'm feeling really nervous right now, and I have to stop. I need to perform at my best today.
I think the challenge for Nick and I tonight in the kitchen is to stay focused, to do this,
I'm ready.
stay calm and really just have fun.
Teams, your entrees need to be on the table in 1.5 hours. Your time starts now. Ready?
Here you go. Quick.
All right, let's go. Hey, give me a hug, come on. For entree tonight, we're cooking a crab meat larb with cabbage and a deep-fried soft-shell crab.
Our main tonight is sticky pork ribs with dry-fried green beans.
For dessert, we're serving an orange and hazelnut cake with a mandarin syrup.
Right, babe, I'm going to do the fish. Fish.
For entree, we're cooking rolled whiting and a lemon butter sauce. For main course, we're making stuffed veal with salsa verde and an artichoke puree. And for dessert, we're cooking fried custard with raspberries and cream.
I'm kind of going to do 2 things at once. I'm going to get the veal confused and get the veal bones on.
Let's go get those oranges on with the crab water boiling. The first thing I need to do in this 90 minutes is to start on the dessert. I need to boil those oranges for that flourless cake. Otherwise, we'll have no cake. Oranges are in.
I'm going to get started on the marinade for the pork.
For the ribs, yep.
To make the sticky pork ribs, I first need to make the marinade. So I need 300 grams of barley malt, 1/4 cup of soy, 1/4 cup of Shaoxing wine, and 1/4 cup of brown rice vinegar.
So I still need to make sure we focus on the entree though, because that needs to be out in 1 hour 20.
And I'm going to take that soft shell crab out as well.
Yep.
So I can start cleaning.
Happy with the fish, babe?
Yeah, it's nice. First job for me today is to get the whiting skinned and deboned. It's quite a process and it's going to take up a fair bit of time. It's nice fish, I'm just having knife troubles.
We don't want any troubles today, really, do we?
No.
You know, whiting is a very, very delicate fish. You know, it's one of those fish that you really have to respect.
All right, Lee, we need to hurry. Okay, I'm going to start preparing the stuff for the larb. To make the crab meat larb, we need to first cut up all of those Asian-inspired herbs, so the Vietnamese mint, the Thai basil, and the coriander, because that's going to be mixed with the crab. The next step is to fry up onions, chilli, and garlic, which forms the base, I guess, of the larb.
Hannah Lee,
Hello.
Hey, Pete.
tell us about your menu you're cooking today.
We're doing a crab meat larb, which is a salad inspired from Thailand. So we're going to use the crab meat for the inside, and we're going to deep fry a soft shell crab and salt and pepper it, and have that on the side as well.
All right, guys, good luck.
Thanks, Pete.
I'm making a traditional custard today, so I've got milk and I'm infusing that with some lemon zest and some vanilla beans. I'm then going to separate some eggs, use those egg yolks with some sugar and flour, and combine those two mixtures and cook it in and hopefully come up with a creamy custard.
Having trouble with this skinning. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job.
Oh, please don't say that.
I can see that Nick's getting really frustrated with the fish.
Far out.
This is not the way I wanted to start the day in the kitchen today.
Remember, we need these for garnish, so...
Yeah, but
Yep.
once you break it, the skin, it's bugger to get started again. It's just not happening how I want it. Just
Right, well, we need a backup plan then for this crust. You're going to have to do something else, right?
absolutely destroying them.
You've got 1 hour left. Your entree should be taking shape.
And we need to get those ribs on, okay? We're probably running a little bit behind.
I'm getting them on now.
Okay, we want those to be really tender, so if they're not tender and falling off the bone, it's not going to be how we want it.
We've already made the marinade for the ribs, which we're serving for main course. Now we just need to make a separate paste.
Remember, it was really hot last time.
We blend chili, ginger, garlic, and Szechuan peppercorns. Then I combine the paste and the marinade together.
All right, so this is for that first batch that I'm going to put in, like now.
After I've made the paste, I need to cut up the pork ribs, shallots, and garlic, put it into a crock pot, and pour the mixture over it.
Just make sure you put enough ribs in there, Lee.
Yep.
Rather have a whole lot left over than not enough.
Got a good amount of bones and little pieces of veal here, babe, so should get a good jus.
There's going to be lots of it.
There's plenty of it.
I'm destroying this fish. Absolutely
Please
destroying.
don't say that. Stop saying that.
Nick is really struggling with skinning off that fish, and all those pin bone, when the fish is really, really fresh, they just break. And I hope he's not going to spend too much time on it.
Why don't you stop, work out what's going
I'm
wrong?
working it out as I go along, Davis. Man, I've never done such a bad job with this, ever.
That's good, isn't it?
Hey?
Today we needed that.
Well,
We're cooking a 3-course meal for a place in the grand final against Sammy and Bella.
I would have liked to have had these in earlier.
Yeah, we're behind, so let's go.
I'm worried because I'm still working on the ribs for the main, and I really should be helping Kane with the crab larb entree.
I'm not very good at it today.
Why not? Why today? Oh, do we need to be having a bad day with fish?
Skinning the whiting is becoming a real problem. I'm really worried we're not going to be plating up an entree.
What do you need?
I don't know, I'm just trying to get as much done as I can.
Well, don't hurry, okay? We've got...
Teams, you've got 45 minutes left on the clock. You're halfway to be serving your entree.
I'm hoping that the custard only takes an hour or two to set in the freezer today.
Wow, yeah.
Finally, the custard's ready to go in the freezer, so I can chill it down as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay, what? You're done.
At last I've finished the whiting. The next step now is to turn the skins into a garnish by baking them in the oven.
There's some really nice big pieces of skin in here, babe. I
Yeah,
saw.
I know, but it's just getting the meat off and like, it's just being too hard, it's too fidgety.
Well, it was
It's
all right. So
fidgety.
just put that, and that, and that's
It's
it.
got meat on it, you can't... It's just taking time.
It just takes 2 minutes, babe.
It's not a 2-minute job.
Make it a 2-minute job.
You make it a 2-minute job.
What, do you want me to? Why are you doing this?
Because I'm telling you, you're not understanding what I'm
I
doing.
understand what you're doing, Nick. It's not like a one-way street here.
I'm telling you, it's just burning up time doing this.
All right, Lee, so we just got to cook these crab claws. How the soft shell crab looking, Lee?
They look good, man. They look good.
To make the soft shell crab, I first need to prepare it. So I need to cut the flaps off.
Are they dry enough to put into
No,
the
I'm
water?
going to dry them.
The next thing I need to do is to dry it out properly. Otherwise, the flour's going to go soggy and the crab will go soggy when I fry it. After I roll it in corn flour, I deep fry it for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Soft shell crab, deep fried. It has to be crispy, otherwise there's no point in putting it on the plate.
I think I've done enough with the soft shell crab if we're only serving half.
When it's golden brown, I take them out and drain it on paper towels.
We're running out of time. You've been spending so much time on the soft shell crab.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I don't know, plate up. We need to start, thinking about it.
You haven't even cooked the crab yet.
There's all pin bones in it, it's just too
So forget it. So go to plan B, which is potato.
You just want potato wafers.
I need a potato wafer on that dish. Can't not serve it something crunchy.
If these fish skins don't work today, plan B is to serve a potato chip with our fish. I'm just a bit worried about plan B. I don't think it's very elegant.
I still think you should put that in the oven, babe.
Yes.
When I take a look over at what fish skin Nick has peeled, there is a good amount there, and I'm thinking, let's get that in the oven anyway. It might be enough to serve.
Okay, 37 minutes. I'm just going to get the white wine butter sauce on.
I'm getting straight on to making the lemon butter sauce. I need to reduce some shallots down in white wine and let that cook for some time. Then I'm going to add some cream and finish it off with some butter and herbs.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
You've got 30 minutes left, guys.
How far off are you?
Yeah, it's frying up now. The final and perhaps most important step of the lab is to fry that crab perfectly and combine it all. Okay, this crab doesn't take very long to cook at all. Look at this crab. Happy.
Beautiful. Please don't burn it. Please don't. Okay, we need to get that fish on.
Nick's made some herb butter. That's got dill, tarragon, parsley and chives in there.
I'm going to do a production line. I'm doing this, you're rolling and putting it in the thing.
Right.
We've got to get this in the oven, out the oven, on the plate.
I'm now spreading the fish fillets with the herb butter, and so Nick can roll these and get these on the alfoil and wrapped up into parcels, ready for the oven.
Go, start wrapping, get them in the oven. Really, really push for time, aren't we?
Yep, we're pushing it.
Okay, get them in the oven.
One more.
Guest judges are here, babe.
The guest judges have arrived. They're watching every detail.
Do you think we really have time to be doing this?
Teams, you've got 10 minutes left. Think about your presentation.
If it's not perfect, leave it off the plate.
And we're running out of time.
All right, you need to start plating. You need to do something with that crab. You're making me nervous.
I finished frying the crab. Now I can mix it into the rest of the lab salad.
Does it need this in there?
Yes, it does.
Teams, the grand final is within your grasp. Fight for it.
Do you reckon get the fish out the oven?
Yep. The chips are there if we need them.
Okay.
There's still a little bit opaque in the middle. So yeah, look.
Oh gosh, that's undercooked fish, babe.
One team will be going home tonight.
Crank up the oven.
It is.
Put them back in quickly.
I can't believe we've still got the fish in the oven. It's just not where I want to be.
Right, quick try.
You're like a little
quick try.
pie woman.
Come on, Kane and Lee. You can do it. Get the presentation
Let's
perfect.
start going. Okay, let's spin it in. Hold on.
Stop freaking out.
Let's do another crab. I want to try crab.
So let's get everything ready to go. So we're ready to go. We're going to be cutting it really fine.
Guys, it's now or never.
So you want me just to make a pile of sauce and the fish is going to sit in the middle of it now? Is that the plan?
Yep. I'll open them for you, babe. You put them on.
Okay, just tear them open, baby.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful too. Yep.
You need to help.
Where's the salt?
I've already put salt on the
Oh, sorry. On the crabs, God, idiot.
On the crabs, I've already done it.
You already salted them?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. What do you mean, are you sure?
Hurry up, move faster.
Well, if you put enough on, I can't even see the salt on it.
Yeah, when can you ever see salt in anything? It's fine. Babe, go, help me get these on.
We need to get this production line going.
Get about production line.
10, 9,
Final
8,
seasoning.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, guys. Step away from the benches.
Good job, guys. That's great. Woo!
Taking our plates up to the judges. I'm really happy how the whiting has turned out. I just hope the judges appreciate the hard work that's gone into this entree.
Thank you.
There's a spot in the grand final on the line tonight, and anything less than perfection is not good enough.
Thank you, teams. Your mains need to be served in 1 hour. Your time starts now.
Do you want to go get some chopping boards?
Okay, let's look at these ribs.
Well, I think we should start with Anne-Marie and Nick's whiting.
Right.
It's a gorgeous way to start a meal because it just awakens your appetite,
That's
doesn't
right.
it?
Sauce is good. It's very simple there. Just love the flavour.
And the potato is very well seasoned.
Gorgeous, and it's crisp.
They've cooked the fish to perfection. I'm loving the presentation of the dish with the potato and the caper. Let's try Annalie's crab salad.
Smells beautiful.
It's very fresh looking.
I think it looks very pretty. When you see it, you want to eat it immediately.
The flavour's excellent. It's got those lovely herbs and the fish sauce coming through, which is really punchy.
What do you think about the cooking of the crabs?
I don't think the soft shell crab is crispy enough. You really want to get that crispiness on the outside.
I think the soft shell crab made the entree look beautiful.
They just missed getting it crispy.
Coming up,
Kane, you need to do something to do with the main.
Look, I can't help you, okay? You need to do it yourself. I'm sorry.
is the pressure of the semi-final too much to bear?
We've got so much to do, but it's freaking me out.
Come on, Anne-Marie, Nick.
Come on, guys, you can do it. It's looking good.
Okay, let's look at these ribs. Let's hope for the best. We've just served up our entree to the judges. Smells good. Now we've got less than an hour to get our mains on the table.
First thing I want to do is check on those ribs because I'm so worried. They're still in that crock pot and I really hope it hasn't dried out.
Moment of truth.
Okay.
These ribs look great.
All right, so you're going to get...
Yeah, we've got to get started on this cake mix. This cake's going to take longer than 30 minutes to cook, so we need to do it now. All right, so 12 eggs that I need to puree those oranges. I've already boiled the oranges. Now I blend them in the food processor. I get some sugar, hazelnut meal, 12 eggs, and blend it. This cake smells deliciously.
Good.
Before putting the mix into the cake molds. All right, the cakes are going in.
Oh, good. All right, we need to get the salsa verde on. We've got so much to do, babe. So much to do. It's freaking me out. Okay, concentrate.
I'm going to get straight on to making the salsa verde. I've got to put basil, mint, parsley into a blender with some garlic, and then I'm going to dress that with Dijon mustard, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper and olive oil. As soon as that's done, I can get that into the fridge.
Salsa verde's done. I'm just going to do as many things as I can all at once. Should I take some of this oil out or not?
You happy with it?
It doesn't really taste like veal.
Just not 100% happy with what's happening with this veal jus. I can taste a lot of onion and garlic in there and not a lot of meat.
I'm not real happy with that jus, babe.
I've really got to spend some time to get this jus right. I've decided to add a little bit more water, add some white wine, some red wine vinegar to that, more salt, more pepper, and bam, it's tasting fantastic.
Getting onto that rice,
Yeah.
I'm going to do the green beans.
How long is the rice going to take to cook?
Not long. After we fry off the green beans, we need to set them aside and drain. Then I need to shallow fry the spices, which is garlic, ginger, shallots and chilli. Then we add the green beans back into it and stir fry. All right, so with these beans, I'm waiting for it to wrinkle up.
All right, so caramelising the limes. How are we looking?
Looking good, man, looking good.
Teams, you've got 30 minutes left. You're halfway there.
I'm going to start making the stuffing when the stove decides to turn on.
So Emma and Nick are doing a stuffed veal leg steak.
Do you want me to beat the steaks out or leave them? They're big and...
Yeah, beat them out.
It's a recipe that Anne-Marie's done in the past and she loves it.
Is that Nick over there? She's hammering.
Sounds like he's angry about something, hey?
You happy with that?
Yep, so when I fold it, yeah, that's plenty big enough.
The plan is to stuff the veal with peas, pistachios and Parmesan cheese.
Check that the artichokes aren't overcooking.
How long do they usually take?
Well, as long as they're soft, are they really, really soft?
They're not really, really soft. They're
Keep
getting
cooking them.
Teams are so close after those entrees.
Those minds need to be perfect.
These ribs are looking good. They're looking nice and soft. We're just going to get nice caramelisation on top of it.
These ribs, they're perfectly braised at the moment, but to give it that really sticky feeling, they need to be crisp on the outside. So it's time to put them in the oven and crisp them up.
Ribs are in the oven.
All right, Lee, I need to take care of the prelude.
No, I need you to help me, mate.
If this burns, I can't use it, so I can't help you, so you need to do it yourself.
I understand that Kane needs to do his thing because we need to have a dessert as well, but I'm frustrated we didn't plan this time properly. Kane, you need to do something to do with the main.
Look, I can't help you, okay? You need to do it yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's either don't help me or
But look at this,
we're
we
not going to
won't
get
have this, so you need to find a way, Lee.
Oh, what's going on here? You're going to have to hold them flat, babe.
I'm cooking the veal steaks and I've got to get them just right. I'm going to pan fry them in a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, just a couple of minutes on each side and finish them off in the oven.
I'm putting the squash in now. How long do they take?
Only a couple of minutes. So as soon as they come out, they need to go into a big bowl and then olive oil, salt and pepper.
Guys, you've got 10 minutes left.
You should be thinking about dressing your dish.
Where's the rest of the presentation rings?
We've still got nothing on the plate, which is not where we want to be. As soon as you're done, can you start putting...
Done. Go, I got it. If we don't get a move on, we're going to be in big trouble.
And then as soon as you're done with that, ribs need to come out.
We've got to get those cakes out as well. Just don't forget these ones. Watch out, don't forget this one here. I can't, wait.
It's good. Do you want to put them on plates? Put it on the plates, go.
I am totally freaking out at this point.
So I'm just going to stagger them like that.
You sure you can't pile them onto one another? Like this?
Right, I need those other ones cut. 3 minutes, babe. 3
Okay.
minutes.
We've got 3 minutes. Just need to get the jus on the plate.
What do we want it over the top?
I'm not quite sure. A little bit on and then around the edge. Not too much on the top.
Okay.
Okay, don't be sloppy though, yeah? You're doing good. You're doing good. Last rice. Get those limes. Limes, you start scanning, I'll get the limes.
There aren't enough ribs.
Let's get this one here. Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Put it on the plate. Make a decision.
Come on, guys, you've got 1 minute left.
Clean plates, clean plates, clean plates.
Come on.
All right, make sure you sauce on everything, okay?
Trying.
Okay, quick, put that sauce on.
Oh my God, my salsa verde. Oh my God.
I cannot believe that I forgot to put the salsa verde on the plate.
Quick.
Oh my God, this is so hectic.
It's 43 seconds, babe.
Salsa verde. How could we have forgotten that?
Yeah, quick, sauce this.
I've already sauced it. Clean, just clean.
I am.
Is that everything? Is that
Can
10?
you go around and clean up?
10, 9, 8,
Verde everywhere.
7, 6, 5,
Don't drop any on it.
3, 2, 1.
Time's up, step away from your benches.
We're taking our dishes to the judges and I'm really nervous, but we've got to go with what we've got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really disappointed. It's not how I wanted it to look.
Thank you.
At this point, I'm a little bit worried about our place in the grand final.
Teams, you have 30 minutes to get your desserts on the table. Your time starts now.
Okay, dessert.
Right. Where's my coolie?
Whip some cream.
Let's try Anne-Marie and Nick's veal.
Well, they've continued the theme with their presentation.
It looks delightful.
Nice and clean, yes.
And very professional.
The jus is fantastic.
The jus is lovely. I think they've done a great job with the stuffing and certainly great flavour in the jus.
I would have liked to have seen that veal perhaps even maybe a little thinner.
It's a shame that they put the squash on there. It's undercooked.
I don't think it's worked for them at all.
Let's move to Cannelli's book.
Fingers. Fingers.
There you go.
When you put it in your mouth, the flavour is dynamite and the meat is cooked all the way through. It's just falling off the bone. I love that.
And how good is the lime juice on it? It just brings the whole dish up, doesn't it?
Gives it almost that sugary acid that goes so well with this pork as well.
Licking our fingers.
It's a good
Pretty
sign.
delicious.
And we've got the stickiness there. It's fantastic.
We've said it before, make sure that every component on the dish works. If you're going to put beans onto a plate, make sure they've got flavour. And these beans are beautiful.
Right, custard. This is going to be a bit tricky. 1, 2, 3.
We're making fried custard served with fresh raspberries and honey-scented cream.
Where did our egg white go?
Egg white?
Oh. Egg white. Watch out for the egg on the floor, won't you? Okay, cutting.
The tricky part of this next half an hour is getting that custard cut into squares before it melts.
I'm determined to get this dessert perfect.
Let's have a look at these desserts, Lee. They look okay. It's our last chance to impress these judges and hopefully secure a spot in that grand final. I'm going to cut one open and see what it's like. I sliced the orange cake open and I'm actually really relieved that it's cooked. I was worried that the consistency was a bit runny when I made the mix. Good. The syrup has thickened up. Happy with it?
Yep.
All right. I'll turn out the rest of these cakes. Got to cut some mandarin segments as well.
I'm quartering the mandarin segments and I'm going to cut them in half, get the pips out. Those pips are ugly.
All right, we need to nail this dessert, Lee, to have a chance today. Anne-Marie and Nick are usually great on desserts, and if they've plated up 2 good dishes, it makes it even more important for us to get this dessert perfect.
Okay, I'm taking the custard squares out of the fridge.
Egg in here.
I have to dip them in flour, into egg whites, and then into white breadcrumbs, and straight into hot oil. They're going to cook for about a minute on each side until they're golden brown.
Last time we got a fried dessert from Anne-Marie and Nick in an instant restaurant.
Oh, what happened to that one?
The chocolate risotto bowl. My God, it was terrible. This is not my cup of tea. I don't know what to expect, but I hope to be happily surprised.
So I've got 5 in there. What do you got here?
I think the trick with frying this custard is getting a perfectly even golden coating on the outside. The worst thing that could happen is that I burn them or they fall apart while I'm trying to cook them.
Okay, now it's starting to melt. I've got a breakage here. So that one's out and I'm going to have to recook one more.
Lily, I need you here just to make a decision with me. What do you think? One like this? Or do you think just 2 big segments like that on the plate? Or do you want 3 little segments?
Let's go 3 little segments.
Okay. Cake can be kind of boring on the plate, so we're hoping to jazz this cake up by cutting it into 3 segments.
Those that are on there, and you can put them on the plate and you can start making it look pretty.
Okay, we've got a bit of sticking happening.
Uh-oh, that one's no good, all right? Don't use that one. 5 minutes. You've just got to make that look as amazing as possible.
Teams, this could be your last 5 minutes in the competition.
One of you is going home tonight. This dessert has to be your best.
Hazelnuts, Lee.
Yeah, they're just there. Our main challenge with plating up a dessert is consistency because there's so many variables.
This is a good segment.
If you can get me some more of these perfect ones, that'd be great. There's going to be things that aren't going to look the same.
There's minutes to go. I'm starting to quenelle the cream. I'm not very good at doing quenelles. I can't do them. It's a bit of a challenge. Putting it down's the next thing.
I think we should put the cream on last, yeah?
Yes.
And I want you to do the syrup. Make it last.
I just dropped all of the mandarin segments. Should I clean that plate? Yes.
Quick. We don't have much syrup to do that with, hey?
Yeah, I'll help you with the quenelles.
I don't know the system.
Like that?
I've never done them before.
Oh.
Oh my God. Do you reckon they're going to get on the plate?
Next,
They were honestly lip-smackingly delicious.
who is heading to the grand final?
I would have liked the dish to have stopped there.
And who is going home?
Come on, Kate, ladies. Come on, Emery. Come on, guys, you can do it. It's looking good.
Guys, concentrate on what you were doing.
These desserts need to be perfect.
Are they toasted enough?
Have a look.
Yes, they are.
We've cooked 2 of our 3 courses. With just minutes to go, we need to get this dessert spot on. The tiniest mistake would cost us a place in the grand final. All right, how do you want these nuts?
Try and get a whole one on there somewhere. Yep, and one there. Yep.
Should the skin be off it?
Not necessarily, no. It's down to the wire again. Yeah, you happy with the syrup?
Yeah, I'm happy with the syrup.
I hope this dish gets us through, Lee.
Baby.
Quick. 2 minutes, babe. 2 minutes. Fresh raspberries out.
Yeah, just drop them.
1 minute 30, babe.
Okay. Where's the cooler going? Around?
Yep.
Talk to me.
Okay, we're going to hit the minute. We're hitting the
Come
minute
on,
now.
guys, you've got 1 minute left.
You have to move faster than this.
Quick.
Okay,
So
we need to start cleaning plates.
53.
Done.
One more here, watch out, Lee.
Ice and sugar, ice and sugar, ice and sugar.
35,
Where is
35.
the
Down
ice?
the end. Green bag.
Enough raspberries?
Enough raspberries, yeah.
15 seconds, let's go.
15 seconds, quick. Quick.
10,
Quick.
9, 8,
Watch out.
7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Well done.
It's over. This is our best dish of the day. The flavours work well, and I'm really happy to be finishing on a high note.
Time's up. I don't think I've ever been so relieved.
I'm really proud of our dessert. It looks really pretty on the plate, and I know I'd love to eat it.
I'm happy with what we've done today. There's not really much we can do about it now.
Thank you.
I hope there's more positives than there are negatives.
Thanks, teams. Take a break and we'll see you later for the scores.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's try Anne-Marie and Nick's dessert.
I'm loving the fresh raspberries.
The flavour of the custard's quite nice.
It's got a good amount of sugar in there. It's
Yeah.
not too sweet. For me, the breadcrumbs just takes over the whole thing. The fact that there's not enough crème pâtissière, there's a lot of bread around it.
I think the flavour combination is delicious. And the way they've got that coulis happening there as well has added a certain lusciousness to the dish.
I think it's a nice dessert, but it just hasn't hit those high marks for me.
No.
Yeah, I think it's good without being great.
Let's try Kenan's dessert.
The cake's lovely and moist. By using that recipe with the whole orange in there, that's been boiled, I think it's added a really beautiful bitter note to it.
The syrup, it's sweet, but it's got a hint of bitterness in it too. So there's a nice little play of flavours.
I think they've been very clever the way they've put it together. The accompaniments with the syrup and the cream haven't brought too much sweetness to the cake.
The hazelnuts, I'd love it if they had taken the shell off, because for me it tastes a little bit burnt when you bite into one of those whole hazelnuts. But that's nitpicking. Well, it's come to that stage of the evening where everyone has to decide on their scores. This is a big decision. It's the last place in the grand final. Have you made up your mind?
I've made up my mind.
I've made my decision.
Well, let's bring the teams back in and give them our scores.
We're about to hear who's going to the grand final and who's going home.
To get this far and not make it, I'll be crushed.
I think Nick and I worked really well in the kitchen tonight together. We definitely had a bit of a bump at the start, but we did our best.
Anne-Marie and Nick, Kane and Lee, what an incredible semi-final. We saw two teams fighting their hardest to earn themselves the last position in tomorrow night's grand final. There is, unfortunately, only one place. For the other team, your time in this competition will come to an end tonight. Kane and Lee, for entree tonight, you cooked crab meat larb with deep-fried soft-shell crab, made of pork sticky ribs with rice and fried green beans, and a dessert of orange and hazelnut cake with mandarin syrup.
Kane and Lee, something I've been waiting for this whole competition is for a use of lovely fresh Asian herbs, and lots of them. And you did that on your crab larb. I thought that was great. Your main course of the pork was delicious, and I loved the whole orange cake. Each element tasted beautiful on its own, and then when you put them all together, it was even better. I score you an 8.
Thanks, Liz.
I think a great menu does have something that brings it together. And tonight it was citrus. I think that was a good idea. The cake, I didn't really know where you were going with the presentation of it. But I love an orange cake like that has a slight bitterness to it as well, not just all monotone and sweet. So you certainly pulled off a beautiful dessert. For your menu tonight, Kane and Lee, I'm going to give you an 8.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
Crab larb was beautifully seasoned and a magnificent balance of flavours in there. Tonight for your dishes, I give you an 8.
Good job.
Kane and Lee, in your main course, when it hit the table, I thought, oh, it's a little clumsy. It was a little awkward on the plate. But then I tried the ribs. Great levels of spice with honey and the garlic in there. They were honestly lip-smackingly delicious. Tonight I give you an 8.
Thank you.
When Kane and Lee get 8s from the guest judges for their menu, it means they've done a really good job tonight, and I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to beat that.
Kane and Lee, I love seeing larb on the menu. It's a beautiful dish, full of flavour, if it's done correctly. I've said to you before, if you're not happy with something, don't put it on the plate. The crab. It wasn't crispy. It's a semi-final, guys. That could be the one thing that doesn't get you through to the grand final.
Ken and Lee, those crabs are quite wet, and that's why they don't keep their crisps for too long. I would have used a light batter maybe to really get that crispiness. Your ribs, I was questioning, is it going to be good enough for the semi-final? But it was delicious, great flavor. Fell off the bone, the chewiness, the stickiness of the sauce, fantastic.
I love the lime on the side because it helped cut through that rich, fatty pork and also the sweet sauce that you had there, so it had a great balance of flavours. Your dessert, for me, it was the highlight of your meal. The cake just had that beautiful bitterness to it, and it just worked.
I love the boiling all the orange. You've got that marmalade flavour in there. It was beautiful. So for your menu tonight, I give you a 7.
Tonight, I score you a 7.
Thank you.
That gives you a grand total score of 46 out of 60.
46 out of 60? You know, it's a good score, but it wasn't enough to win semi-final 1.
And Mary and Nick, for entree, whiting with lemon butter sauce. For main, stuffed veal with salsa verde and Jerusalem artichoke puree. And for dessert, fried custard with fresh raspberries and raspberry coulis. Karen?
Thanks, Manu. Anne-Marie and Nick, you cooked a classic dish tonight, whiting with butter sauce. It was beautiful. I love the crisp potato and the little wafer of skin and the capers. Well done. Your main course, when it came to the table, I thought, wow, that is a contemporary, professional-looking dish. And then I tasted it. It had a lot of things going on there, but all of them seemed to be quite monotone. And the fried custard, I love that dessert. You served it with the raspberries, and that was a big risk because I've never seen that before, and it was brilliant. Tonight I give you a 7.
Karen starts off the scoring with a 7. I thought that they would be getting either an 8 or something above.
Your main course, the veal, I thought it all worked really well. The king on the dish was the jus. How you got so much flavour into that sauce in the time you had is beyond me. Anne-Marie and Nick, for this semi-final, I give you a 7.
The suspense is absolutely killing me, and I'm getting more nervous.
The crema fritta, which I've cooked thousands of times. I think cutting it quite thin tonight let the dish down a little bit because the custard melted out and became very soft in there. Overall, a beautifully flowing menu, maybe a couple of little technical issues, but I really enjoyed it, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
For tonight's dishes, I give you a 7.
Anne-Marie and Nick, your entree was delicate, it was restrained, it was the perfect example of less is more. Well done. For your menu tonight, I give you a 7.
Anne-Marie and Nick, your whiting dish took me back to Brittany in France, where I come from. It was flaky, it was just flavoursome, it was just to die for.
Nick, I know you love your seafood, and what you did with that whiting tonight was spectacular. Thanks. Your main course, a veal. Beautiful presentation. The veal was pink. You could see everything on the plate, that smear of Jerusalem artichoke puree. You had the sauce, which wasn't running all over the plate, it was quite contained. I would have liked the dish to have stopped there. On all of our plates, we had undercooked squash. It wasn't enjoyable.
Your desserts, the raspberry, the cream, and the vanilla together, yes, it was much better than your fried chocolate risotto, for sure.
Your dessert, I thought looked beautiful when it came to the table. It was a pleasant dessert, but not your best. Anne-Marie and Nick, for your menu tonight, I score you a 6.
For tonight's menu, I give you a 6.
That's a grand total score of 40 out of 60. Kayna Lee, that gives you the highest score. You were going through to the grand final, competing against Sammy and Bella. Congratulations.
The feeling that I'm having at this moment is a, are you serious moment? Are you absolutely serious? We're in the grand final. It's crazy.
Kayna Lee, congratulations.
What would it mean to you to actually win the grand final?
I couldn't even imagine. It's too overwhelming to think about it.
Why does it mean so much to you?
Because it's passion. For me, it's something that makes me happy.
You're born natural, you know, you just understand. You've got the know-how. The je ne sais quoi, as we say in French.
Thank you.
Anne-Marie, Nick, unfortunately, your time in this competition has come to an end. You've definitely done South Australia proud. Just to miss out by that much.
To be here is beyond anything I imagined, and to hear the comments that you guys said about some of our food tonight, I was so overwhelming. It's been great. There's no words to describe the experience we've had, and thank you very much.
Anne-Marie and Nick, unfortunately, it's time to leave the competition. Au revoir and good luck.
Well done.
For every happy emotion that we're feeling now, we also definitely feel for Anne-Marie and Nick. It could have just as easily been us.
Thanks for coming to dinner. Yeah, I'm glad we're friends, but honestly, I'm not ready for this evening.
We've met some amazing people. Cheers, everybody. Yes, I have to forgive us. Learned so much.
I love it.
I think we really surprised ourselves. Each challenge, we delivered some pretty good food.
Wonderful dish.
To the checkout. I think the highlight of this competition for me has been getting to spend so much time with Nick. Did it! It's been challenging, but really fun as well. I'm sorry, I was such a hard there.
I'm really proud of my cooking partner. She's an excellent cook, and I've got to make sure she's head chef in the kitchen all the time now.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's beautiful. It tastes really good, babe. You've done such a good job.
This adventure's over. We're ready for the next one. We don't know what it is, but we're going to find it.
Tomorrow on My Kitchen Rules.
To win this grand final, you'll need to perform like never before.
2 teams have emerged victorious.
It's going to be a marathon to the finish line.
Now it's time for the final showdown.
Ready for this?
Cooking over 100 dishes
Scallops aren't cooking the way I want them to.
We're going to have to produce the best food in this competition.
to a full restaurant.
The toll of cooking
Kane, you've got a spoon.
is really starting to affect these guys.
Who will win My Kitchen Rules Grand Final?
What I can say as well.
What a grand final.